Hi, and welcome to Dan's Garage and Outdoors. I'm Dan, and today I'm going to be going over the MSR whisperlite International. This is the stove that I took to film on for my crew, and I think it's a very good stove. So, the first things, the MSR whisperlite International is a white gas stove. I have I believe it's the 30 ounce fuel bottle. So, when you use this stove, you want to use the windscreen and the base. So the reflectors, make sure that you get the most heat efficiency out of your stove possible. So for this demonstration, I'll only be using the base reflector because it would make it really hard to see. So the first thing is, this is the fuel pump. It just slides on, and for like storage, use this cap, but don't store it closed. So this is the pump, and it is in there. And so to put this in, you start by putting, I believe this is the siphon in, and then you put the pump in like that, and then you can close it. Alright, so once you've done that, ensure that your valve is closed. So let's see, yep, closed. And you're going to pump it, I believe, for 30 times. Alright, I think that's about 30 times. So, next is this will go into the hole right there. And now it's important that it fits, and that the square of metal there goes all the way to the base of the red. So you want to slide that on, and then this cap, or sorry, this hook should go over the ring, and it should snap into place. Now that's a very important part. And then you set your bottle down. So you want to make sure then that your stove is sitting level as possible. Alright, so now that my stove is sitting level, the concept of these stoves is that you're going to fill this bowl in the bottom with fuel, and that's going to heat up this loop, which will vaporize the gas, forcing it to come out up here, and then you can, the stove should automatically using the flame. So I'm going to open the valve just a little bit. Alright, there it goes. Alright, now usually you don't need too much fuel to light these. As long as you got a little bit, it heats up pretty quick. You're going to take your match, and very carefully you're going to light the bottom. Do it safely, have everything ready to extinguish the fire if you need it. There you go. Dispose of your matches properly, and there you go. So you're going to let it burn like this. With the valve closed, make sure the valve is closed. You're going to let it burn till it's about to die off. Once it's about to die off, you'll open the valve again, and at that point, your fuel should have become a gas in the tube. You want to make sure that nothing is flammable in the way, so I'm going to move everything away. And you also want to put the windscreen up at this point to protect the fuel bottle, because you don't want to overpressurize the fuel bottle. So I'm going to go ahead and put the windscreen around the fuel bottle, keep it from becoming too hot and possibly exploding. So, alright. Alright, so now I've protected my fuel bottle, and I'm about to run out of flame. So I'm going to open up my valve. Alright, and at this point, I have a blue flame. It's really hard to see, but there's a blue flame, and so the stove is on, and it is working. So I'm going to turn it off. Alright, so the stove is off. But once you've got it lit, everything, you want to make sure that the heat shield goes around it to keep the fuel bottle from getting too hot. You don't want it to explode because of too much pressure. And then you also want to retain the heat using the heat shield so that you cook most efficiently. This stove did really good at Philmont. We cooked on it a couple nights, so it was 7-day trek, so I think if we cooked on it for about 4 nights, and we used the other one for the other 3. I really enjoyed it. It's a good stove. It is a little too much for one person. I think a Jetboil isobutane canister is a better choice for that. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, and I should have a video coming out about Jetboil as well, the Minimo. That's a good video, I think, to watch, so please watch that. Have a nice day. Before we continue this video, I would just like to take this time to ask you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It greatly helps me. It doesn't take you anything. Just subscribe and turn on the bell. That helps me greatly. Thank you.